Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Chatting Pitch. I am Leslie, and my co-host here is
Matthew. Thank you for joining us, or rejoining us, or whatever. Maybe we're just background noise. A lot of people do that with podcasts, don't you? Do you do that with podcasts, where it's just background noise?
Yeah, sometimes. There are times where I just tune in and then tune out, and then I have no idea what they're talking about. And then I have to rewind, and then the same thing happens. And I'm like, oh, I just missed the whole thing.
I wonder if they know that these high quality podcast productions that could just be Conan O'Brien reading a recipe book.
Potentially. And they would not know any better because, hey, they're making a ton of money and it doesn't really matter to them.
Just like us.
We are stinking rich from all this podcast money.
Yeah.
And thank you to all you listeners who have been donating. How much are we getting? Like £100 a second?
Yeah, I mean, it's really lucky that of our 8 views, one of them is just an insane billionaire. So,
hey,
thanks, Rich.
Don't say that because
you're the man.
We recently reached a milestone, didn't we? 250 plays.
Which, in the grand scheme of things, not massive, but to us, it's
pretty damn good.
A little bit of excitement for our day.
What are we going to be doing? God, I almost
that new microphone, Leslie.
Yeah, a brand spanking all that podcast money paid for this great microphone that could
that makes you sound like you're going down a water slide.
Yeah,
would you do it?
It would hurt. At that very moment, I'm drinking a nice coffee, and at that very moment, a piece of ice went down my throat. So yeah, enjoy that, listeners. I'm going to leave that in, and
we'll loop it. We'll loop it at the end
and over again.
Make it into a song.
Hey, last week we did Aliens franchise, right? So this week, I guess what we plan to do is review Alien Romulus, but unfortunately, it's not out yet.
Yeah, we got a bit ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. What are we going to do instead then?
I guess we'll just rehash our last week's episode. No, last week we were aiming to pitch some ideas because we are chatting pitch. And I actually know for a fact that there are some listeners who listen to some episodes and they say to me, Matt, why don't you actually do some pitching instead of just doing your review heavy stuff? And also, can you go and do the washing up, please? And I say, hey, listener, whatever your name is,
law firm, and go do some law.
Defend us against all the libel actions.
In case you didn't know, Chatting Pitch has their own lawyer, the official Chatting Pitch lawyer. And Matthew may or may not have relations with this lawyer.
Relations?
Professional relations.
Professional business relationships.
Yeah.
You've made it so weird.
We can cut that out. You want me to cut that
out? No, we won't cut that out. That'll be fine.
Anyway, speaking of relations, here's the jingle. That's going to be my thing every week now. Speaking of
Sega.
Here's the jingle. So this week, I think what we plan to do is pitch some stuff to do with aliens, and it could be, what if aliens was doing the dishes, or what if aliens was a professional basketball
player? What if they had a nighttime talk show? What if they did their own podcast? What would it sound like?
What if we both were aliens? Blorp, blorp, bleep. Can you understand me?
No, because you're from another planet, and I'm from a different planet to you.
That exists, doesn't it? Not all aliens are from the same planet.
Yeah, exactly.
I could be from the planet Glorigon, and you could be from the planet
Glorigon 2.
Glorigon 2. One step above the original Glorigon.
Yeah.
Glorigon?
It's like Glorigon 1, but we have chairs, so we can sit down.
Yeah, everyone at Glorigon 2...
they can rest their feet.
They can rest their feet. Everyone on
Blorgon is like,
Well, there's no gravity in Blorgon, so no one needs to sit.
Oh,
Gravity. Yeah.
you're so lucky over on Blorgon 1.
Yeah. We get to fly. Anyway, before we go on there,
There's our first pitch over and done with. We're on fire!
Before we go ahead with the pitch section, there's been a few things that happened recently in popular media and culture. I want to touch upon a few things, and this could be the recap portion of the episode. First thing I want to mention is, do you or do you not have any intentions to watch that incredibly well-reviewed movie that just came out called Borderlands?
Oh. I really had high hopes that you were going to say Trap, and I could keep a smile on my face, because I'm very much looking forward to that.
Well, Trap actually has, it's mixed reviews, but it's not awful. But did you know that Borderlands, I know that we should take Rotten Tomatoes with a grain of salt, it doesn't really matter. But when you see a movie that's debuted with 0%, it does pique my interest a little bit. And I'm just kind of like, how bad could it possibly be?
You do have to take Rotten Tomatoes with a pinch of salt, but that's also like that bit in The Simpsons where Sideshow Bob beats Mayor Quimby into the office of mayor, and it comes up with was it come up with like 100% voted for Sideshow Bob and 1% voted for Joe Quimby.
Yeah.
And Ken Brockman says something like, "Please remember there is a 1% margin of error." So yes, you do have to take Rotten Tomatoes with a pinch of salt, but pinch of salt, I mean, at 0%.
Yeah.
How much salt do you want?
It's kind of risen up to what is it right now? I think it could be slightly over, but you can't base your opinion on a movie on reviews alone. Us being half of a review podcast is kind of ironic, but where's it at right now? 9%. So it's gone up.
Oh, the heady heights.
But then the audience score is 51%. It's got that dreaded fallen over bucket of popcorn and the green little splat. And does it mean anything? Maybe, maybe not. But
what is the green splat from?
The green splat's the Rotten Tomato.
But it's a popcorn bucket.
Oh, there's two icons. There's the audience score, which is the popcorn bucket that's fallen over.
Okay.
The green splat is the rotten. So
I thought they were having tomato popcorn, which would be awful.
That could be it. Well, you've got savory popcorn, haven't you? They're sweet and they're salty. What if the salty one had a little bit of tomato sprinkling on top, like powdered?
I'm going to take your idea with a pinch of salt and just move on. Okay. I saw Borderlands being announced, and I thought, apart from avid fans of the game, of which I'm sure there are many, I've never played it myself, so I don't know whether
me neither.
Who was this for?
Especially the fact that their sentiment was, we're not going to do anything that's remotely the same as the video games or the source material. So if you're not even going to cater towards, it's the name and the visual characters and everything. But I've heard a lot of people have issues with the casting. They said that the casting was completely off. I wouldn't know. I don't know what the source material is. But everyone is saying, oh yeah, Borderlands is... The movie is like if Borderlands were played by people over their 50s or something like that.
Okay.
That's what people have been saying.
It just struck me as a bit... I don't know if the game is like this, but it just struck me as a bit of an obnoxious movie from the marketing. That's the problem. That's the problem, though, when you base it on marketing. You don't know for sure. I always go to the example of a movie we both like, Funny People.
Yep.
Where it was pitched in the trailers. Oh my days! It was pitched as like, here's this another knockabout comedy from Judd Apatow.
Yeah,
and the actual film was like, I'm sad and I don't know why.
Yeah, and it was a great film.
It was a great film. But the marketing just came across as a bit obnoxious to me, and I was just really put off. And I thought, even if I played the game, I don't think I would go and see this.
I think a lot of well, it's not made a lot of money. It's very much a bomb at the moment, and I think all of their profits have been solely made from false advertising.
Oh, okay.
you know, they've made it out to be like the next Guardians of the Galaxy. They've even copied the color palette and everything, and
Yeah,
they've
yeah,
got those needle drop jukebox songs that
yeah.
happen during the
Yeah.
trailer. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not buying it. I probably won't go watch this.
No,
Anyway,
I think I'll go see Trap instead. I think.
yeah, I do want to go see Trap though. Speaking of Trap, that's been out recently. I'd like to review that, and I also need to watch Longlegs. I beat you to it.
You beat me to my mention of Longlegs. I can't help it.
It's a good year for horror, though. I mean, there's a lot of horror films coming out this year. You got your Traps, you got your Longlegs, you got your Alien Romuluses. I think even is Nosferatu something that's coming out soon.
Yeah, I think so. From was it
Robert
Joe
Eggers.
Robert Eggers? I don't know why I was thinking Joe. Who made
Joe
The
Pesci.
Northman?
The Northman.
Did you ever see The Northman?
Yeah, I liked it.
I liked
I've seen it a couple of times.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I think a lot of people had problems with it being like an A24 Viking movie, and I think people just expect Vikings the TV show, but then you watch it and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, no, this is it's Hamlet but with Vikings.
It's very very different to what I went to see it with my dad, and I could tell that he enjoyed it. But I could tell from the look on his face at the end that it was like, oh, that's not quite what. Yeah.
You know what? I watched it with my dad as well. In fact, I watched it by myself in the cinema first, and I was like, oh, Viking. My dad likes Viking movies.
And then you
I'll
were
show it
like,
to him.
this is good. So you walked out the screen and you went, Dad, come in. There's another one on in 10 minutes.
I just left him in the foyer, just like sitting there for 2 hours. Like, let me just get a first-hand reaction first, and then I'll let you know if it's any good.
Every time a member of staff came up to him and went, are you okay? He's like, yes, my son will be back soon.
He's watching the movie first, and then he's going to tell me if it's good, and then we go watch movie.
He's going to tell me if I am allowed to see it.
No, truth be told, we actually watched it at home. I rented it on Amazon Prime, and he fell asleep. So,
oh no,
yeah, it wasn't for him, I don't think.
I mean, there are bits that are a bit slow, but I enjoyed it.
I came out of the cinema thinking this is great. I enjoyed it a lot, and I don't know what anyone else is thinking about, because I heard some mixed reviews, but hey, who cares about reviews, right? Anyway, let's review our next movie.
What else did you want to talk about?
I also wanted to talk about the Olympics. Did you watch any of that?
You're going to talk about Tommy Cruise, aren't you?
Tommy Cruise?
Thing. Yeah, Tom.
No, that's not who. No. That's not what I want to talk about. I wanted to see if you caught any of the breakdancing.
Oh, tiny snippets.
Tiny snippet.
I'll be perfectly honest. My 3-year-old son wasn't really interested in watching the Olympics, and
neither was mine, because my 3-year-old son doesn't exist.
Yeah,
so
he's in the void, isn't he? He's in that void that we keep hearing about.
That's right.
The one that has no time or space.
Yeah. His name is.
But you do have to wear a jacket.
What's his name? I've forgotten my son's name. Mr.
Well,
Void.
it changes constantly, doesn't it? Because that's what happens when you're in the void. That's why you got to wear a jacket, because it's got your name tag on, so it constantly changes, so you can keep track of who you are in the void.
That's right.
Oh, do you remember your time in the void, Leslie?
I'm going to move swiftly on and go back
when
to
your name used to be Kumquat.
I want to kumquat.
Yeah.
As in the fruit, the little orange fruit.
Yeah.
I do like a good kumquat.
And if you were born just 5 minutes earlier, that would have been your name. But hey,
how many oranges do you know?
That's how it works in the void. How many oranges?
Name the oranges that you know.
Joe Orange, Frank Orange. I did actually know someone called Matthew Orange. So there you go.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. Remember the mobile network Orange? That was an orange.
Yes.
Yeah.
A dear friend. Dear friend.
A dear friend, Mr. Orange Network. First name Orange, last name Network. No, I watched the Olympics, and there was quite a funny meme going around where apparently Australia did a very funny breakdancing section.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't great, but
I say funny. It's funny for the wrong reasons, because I don't know if it was tongue in cheek or not, but even if Australia didn't win and they scored 0 points, at least they won the internet's hearts because some of those moves were cracking. Did you get to catch any of them?
The only thing I saw was Tom Cruise jumping off a building and.
Okay. No, I didn't see Tom Cruise. I knew that he did it, but I only saw a picture of him after he did it, just smiling. So just did this thing.
He abseils.
Okay.
From the top of the stadium down to the bottom, not the other way around.
Yeah.
And then he gets on a bike, and there's like an Olympic flag.
Yeah.
And he rides off on his motorcycle, and then it cuts to some pre-cut stuff, pre-made stuff where it's like him arriving in LA. He's on a plane. He's got the Mission Impossible Fallout costume on. He puts the goggles on.
Okay. I'm off to go film Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2, mission. Which isn't what it's called anymore. It's just called Mission Impossible 8 or something like that.
Although in retrospect, in the pre-made videotape, they had Tom Cruise, getting on a plane to get from Paris to LA. Mm-hmm. My personal belief is that it was a very nice sequence, very nicely made, but I think it should have just been Tom Cruise running.
Okay.
And then just cut to him and he's gotten to LA somehow.
He's been running for
he's still
10
running,
years.
Same costume on, like maybe he's a bit sweaty.
How long do you think it'll take to run from Paris to LA?
Oof. Tom Cruise, 7.5 minutes.
Yeah. There's that great video of him, well, it wasn't him, but it was the parody electing Tom Cruise as president.
Yes, that is a fantastic, running. Isn't it?
Yeah. Even just like the performance alone and him just saying, what is it? Every sentence he says is a reference to one of his movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the movie logos are going past him.
It's perfect. And yeah. I'm a real Top Gun. So on the 4th of July...
A need for speed. Or was it?
I'm in the need for rain, man. Because my flowers, they be dying.
Yeah. Look at the skies. Looking very vanilla right now. Anyway, I must go. Mission Impossible 7.
That's an impossible mission, I reckon. That's how they came up with the title.
So I called up Matthew yesterday when I was doing a long haul drive. I was on the motorway, or as Americans like to say, the highway. And I was driving for about 3 or 4 hours. So I gave him a little call and I said, "Hey, what are you up to tomorrow? You want to record an episode?" And he said, "No." So
let me get my sandwich.
And after he ate his sandwich,
I was buying a sandwich at the time. It was a creamy Thai chicken on brown bread.
It was not known to me that
and lettuce, tomato, red onion, what have you. All the general
accoutrements.
Salad accoutrements. Yes. Yes, I've been watching the Olympics. Yes.
I didn't know Jeff Goldblum came walking in here.
Jeff Goldblum doing the commentary for the 100-meter sprint would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Oh, I thought you were going to say he actually did it, but he didn't.
Somewhere.
That's a shame. Somewhere. So little did I know that Matthew was hangry at the time when I first called him. So after he ate his sandwich, I called him again and I said, "Hey, do you want to record an episode tomorrow?" And he said, "Yeah,
no,
sure, why not?"
I'm still chewing. Leave me alone. Good demands.
Then I asked him, "Hey, how would you feel about investing in a little bit of podcast promotion?" And then I came up with an idea. Now, do we want to talk about this, or shall we not talk about this?
Nah, I think we leave it.
We leave it? Okay.
It's behind the scenes stuff.
Because I wanted to show you some stuff, but I'll show you after we've recorded. Do you have anything that you want to talk about? If not, we can go straight into the alien pitch.
No, not really. I've just been doing DIY, so, that's
what does that stand for?
And I don't want to talk about that. What does it stand for?
Yeah.
Donuts in your, and then you get to choose the orifice.
It's an interactive anagram.
It's a choose your own adventure with powdered sugar.
Speaking of powdered sugar, let's pitch some alien movies. Here's the mid-break jingle. Skibbity doodah.
You know that there was some powdered sugar involved somewhere along the line in the production of at least one Alien movie. There had to be, right?
Do you think? Are you familiar with the name H.R. Geiger?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think he had a lot of powdered sugar?
No, I just picture him as just like naturally very intense, and
Yeah.
or maybe he's very happy-go-lucky because he gets all this. Maybe he gets all the negative stuff out in his artwork. 'Cause it's a bit like when you listen to actors on behind-the-scenes videos and they talk about playing a villain or spending all day crying or spending all day being angry, and then they say, invariably by the end of the day they're feeling very happy because they've got all their anger out.
Yeah. That's the same kind of theory as people who do, like, say, cold showers, because that releases a bunch of endorphins and get all that stress out, and then you feel great afterwards. Or have you ever heard of a rage room where you get a baseball bat and you smash things for about an hour? Yeah.
That just implies that you can't keep the rage in, because what happens if you train your mind and your body for a rage room? And then you find yourself in a situation where you can't get to a rage room. How can you control your anger?
That's the idea of the business. They hook you in and be like, you got to come back for the rage room.
You got to keep coming for the rage room.
Aliens. Let's talk about that. So, initially, last week, what we were going to do was we were going to try and pitch some alien ideas. Now, is this going to be the next installment of Aliens, or is this going to be what we think Alien Romulus? Rhombus. Alien Rhombus.
Alien Rhombus. Alien, basic 2D shapes.
What's Alien Trapezium?
Ooh.
That's another one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which one's the trapezium? Is it the one that does this, where it's like, or is that a parallelogram?
No, that's a parallelogram. Yeah.
Yeah. Is the trapezium this one, where it looks like a little house, but with a flat top?
Yeah. Leslie's doing it with his hands right now, listeners.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, I'm making shapes out of my hands. Alien Pac-Man is what Matt's trying to...
There's probably an Alien Pac-Man somewhere.
Probably.
What should I guess this would be after Alien Romulus, because they've done all the hard work. They've made the movie, so I feel like it would be a bit unfair to say, whoa, guys. I know you wanted to go ahead with this Alien Romulus thing.
Yeah.
But me and Leslie have got some ideas. So, get the cameras out and the microphones and the what have you, and your little tape recorders, and let's make the entire thing again.
Yeah, this, that, and the other. So,
who am I? David Zaslav, head of Warner Brothers.
Oh, is that who he is?
I think that's his name.
I heard Warner Brothers are very difficult to work with because they just keep writing things off as tax write-offs.
Yeah,
and that's no good. Yeah.
Who wants to release a movie when you could just pay one man a $50 million bonus? That's much more fulfilling. Anyway, let's move on to Alien, not owned by Warner Brothers. Although it is owned by Disney, so it's interesting.
It is.
Since it
is owned by Disney now. It didn't used to be.
Because we have Prometheus and Alien Covenant, didn't we?
Yes.
Which was 20th Century Fox. And that was definitely leading down to another sequel that would be, and now Alien Romulus, we're being told, completely separate thing.
Yeah. So this Alien Romulus, right? You said, what if we pitch something that goes after Alien Romulus? But did you know that this is set between Alien 1 and 2? So technically, this would be... Our pitch would be Alien
1.75.
1.75, yeah.
It doesn't have to lead after Romulus.
It doesn't have to. Or as in technically, it will be released after. But it could just
it'll be released after Romulus because as I've said, they've made it and we've barely started pre-production. So,
well, Alien franchise is also well known for doing crossovers, such as the Predator franchise. It could be a crossover, or it could be a completely original idea.
We could cross over with Jurassic Park, and you could have a trailer, where the movie title slowly reveals itself.
Yeah.
And instead of Alien, it just says Alan.
There is this T-shirt. Have you seen that? The T-shirt. Let me see if I can find
With
you.
the sleeves.
No, not with the sleeves.
It's sleeveless.
Stuff that you don't have, because you're wearing a sleeveless top right now.
I am. No sleeves
Let's see
for
if
me.
I can find this. It's a very silly T-shirt. I can imagine you potentially wearing this because it's so dumb. And I know that you like dumb stuff.
I love dumb stuff.
Here you go. Look at this. Have you seen this T-shirt before? Wait.
What are you showing? Oh, okay. I don't see what the bottom bit says, but it just says Alan.
Let me share the screen again. So it says Alan, and it's got the alien egg on it, and at the bottom it says, "In space, nobody can hear you in space."
That's my kind of dumb.
Yeah. So I know what I'm getting for your birthday.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Anyway, so what could our alien movie be?
So it can be whatever we want. The world is our oysters. Alien oysters. Hey, there's the thing. Aliens can plant their eggs into anything, can't they? As long as it's moving. What if it planted itself into an oyster?
Yeah.
It'd just be a big old clam that has another clam on the inside.
Yeah, it has another double clam. This summer, it's double clam.
Alien Clamulus. Can that be the title?
Alien Clamulus. I like it.
Or Alien Double Clam.
Yeah.
Alien Clamulus in brackets double clam.
Double clam.
Yeah, there we go.
We talked about
anyway. If you liked our podcast, please like and subscribe. No, go on.
The pitch portion over. We talked about earlier having the alien xenomorphs on a late night TV show. Did you have like a late night with the devil situation?
Yeah. So would it be a normal presenter, or is the presenter an alien?
I guess you could have the presenter as a normal human being. Maybe we make it like a Jerry Springer type situation where the xenomorph and Ripley both appear on live TV. So you have Ripley on the set, and then it has that little box. Did you know Ellen? Is it Ellen? Is that her name?
Yeah. Ellen Ripley, isn't it?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
We'll cut that bit out because that makes me sound incredibly dumb.
Because Ellen sounds like alien. You're right, it is Ellen Ripley. I just fact checked it. Yeah, we don't have to cut it out.
Sorry, could we just clear out? We can't cut it now because now we know the reason why they named her Ellen Ripley.
Yeah. That's the whole... You didn't know that? Ridley Scott was like, hey, my first name sounds like Ripley, and Alien sounds like Ellen, so let's just mash those two together. Hey, we got ourselves a main character.
Okay, and action.
Initially, Ridley Scott was like, can we call it Alien Ridley? And I was like, no, that doesn't quite roll off the tongue. Okay, Ellen Ripley. Better.
But he's like, my name is Ridley, and the executives are like, we know that, but we can't. You know, it wasn't Steven's list. You know, it was Schindler's List. So let's move on.
Can you believe Ridley Scott was 40 when he made the first Alien?
Really?
And he's still alive to this day, still making
around
movies.
doing alien stuff. It's great.
Yeah,
I think he did say in an interview that he would be happy just to keep cranking the alien movies out.
Yeah,
but I think
that's initially what he wanted to do, but I think because Alien Covenant didn't receive too well, it just kind of got passed on to somebody else. And plus, Disney bought out 20th Century Fox now, so
there will be an Alien TV show soon. Just
probably,
wait.
Yeah.
See how Romulus does.
Alien Vision, or like what's an Alien? The next steps, the first step. I don't know.
Yeah, the next step or the first step. Whatever.
Aliens Acid House. It's just a bunch of like aliens in a club, just
in togas.
Yeah.
So this late night TV show, I guess this is the xenomorph trying to make out that, you know, it wasn't as bad as everything appeared. Actually,
Can I ask you a question?
I have a lot of hidden depths.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So this xenomorph, are they sentient? Are they? Do they have the consciousness of a human, or is it just okay? So he's like, you know, his arms are crossed.
Yeah, he's waiting very patiently with the box around him, the view backstage of him. And he's
And
like,
you can see him nodding.
Yeah, guess who we got backstage?
Yeah.
And Ellen Ripley's like, no way.
Mm.
You didn't bring her on, did you? And then they bring the alien queen on, and she's like, ah! Or maybe because the xenomorph has got 2 mouths, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you could have like a Jiminy Glick situation where the outside voice, Jiminy Glick, that voice that he does, it's very rough and a deep voice. But inside, he's got a little sweet voice.
Yeah.
The inside mouth.
That's the little mouth.
And that's to show that even though he's got a rough exterior, he's actually a sweet little boy.
Can I just be reminded? Jiminy Glick is that Martin Short character, right?
Is the amazing Martin Short character? Yeah, he's a fictional interviewer. Yeah.
What was the one that you showed me? Was it Jiminy Glick interviewing Bill Hader?
I think so. Bill Hader was just cracking up the entire time. And for anyone who hasn't seen Jiminy Glick, he's the interviewer who, when he was interviewing Steven Spielberg, he said, so when are you going to make the big one? The one that really resonates with people.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. Martin Short is hilarious. But yeah.
So with this talk show, you want it to be like Jerry Springer and or Late Night with the Devil. I think at some point a chest burster needs to come out of somebody. Maybe someone in the audience.
And
or
that
maybe
can be when it's like fight.
Yeah. And it's Ellen Ripley, the xenomorph, and the little chest burster fighting.
Yes.
Yeah. Right?
It would be like, we got the results in. It turns out, Ripley, you're a clone from Alien 3.
You are not the clone. And he starts breakdancing.
Perfect. Next idea.
And then they bring in the guy who's got like a phobia, and he's like, I heard you're scared of aliens.
Michael Bean.
Like that. And it's me. I'm on the show. As like a 5-year-old.
We heard your father showed you these movies, but just take a seat there. Just take a seat there.
Yeah. Bring out the xenomorph. And I'm like, ah! It's just chained up. It's got like a collar, and then there's the xenomorph wrangler holding it back.
Now talk to it, Leslie. Talk to it.
Share
with it your feelings.
You're the host, right? You're just terrorizing.
Open yourself up.
Shall we move on to the next idea then?
Sure.
I think we may have. I think that's peaked. I think that idea.
That's fine.
What else have we got?
Full movie.
What else have we got? Hey, speaking of reality shows, I've been watching a really. It's almost a guilty pleasure between me and my partner. We've been watching because it's such trash TV. I don't think you'd ever watch it in your entire life, but it's just fun to put on and kind of, I guess, make fun of it, but also it's a great character study of people, like real people. There is a show on Netflix called Love is Blind. Have you heard of it?
I have heard of this. Yes.
You've heard of it?
Is it the one where they do lots of? There's lots of different versions from different countries, and the general premise is they marry a person without meeting them or something?
Yeah, that's right. So they're trying to see, is love truly blind, by putting two people in pods who can't see each other, but they can speak to each other from beyond the wall.
Like in the Alien movie. They go into pods and sleep. And then there's a jump scare where you find out that the xenomorph is the groom.
Yeah.
But then, because we've paid him $300 on Cameo, the bride lifts the veil and it's Michael Bean!
So this is my idea. What if Aliens was mashed up with a dating show like that?
Yeah.
You know, and the pods were actual cryogenic pods.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you
what
can marry
happens
people from different ages. So you could have someone from like the 1600s.
Yeah. And whoever loses gets a face hugger.
Whoever loses, we win. That's the tagline.
Yeah. I guess this is the episode where we mash up Aliens with reality TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there we go. We've done talk show.
Well, there you go. You said Alien Acid House. That could be like the Big Brother house. So you've got a bunch of normal people, and one of them has got a chest burster inside them.
Yeah.
You have to keep voting. You have to keep voting out the one who. He looks very
who you
sick.
think it could be? Yeah.
Oh, he's really munching on that spaghetti. He's loving that spaghetti. Vote him out.
So about.
Hosted by Ripley.
I just wanted to go back to the dating one. So you got the pods, right?
Yeah.
The cryogenic pods have humans in them, or
Okay.
it could be an alien. Because I don't know if you can fit an alien
1 out
in a
of 10
cryogenic
is
pod.
an alien. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you just have.
I love how it's always 1 out of 10. There's
or you
a
just
rogue
have.
alien somewhere.
Or you just have naked attraction, and then the door opens, and it's like it's clearly a xenomorph behind that door. I'm not going to choose that. I'm not going to choose that door. You can see its knees, and like the tail like flops through the door, and he's like, "I'm not a xenomorph. I am not an alien."
Or it could be you have to try and find if you can truly find out whether or not they have a alien inside them from beyond the wall by speaking to them. And some people are really good at masking it. Some people you can see on the other side, like they can't see it, but we can see that they're just dripping with sweat.
Yeah.
They're like,
how do you feel right now? It's like, great. I love walks on the beach and
yeah. And then like
okay, I'd like to ask number 2 a question now.
You don't know this, but because you haven't seen it, but like eventually 2 people on that show end up getting engaged, and then once they're engaged, it reveals a big opening door,
right.
a sliding door, and they get to see each other for the first time. So I like to imagine that at that moment you'll either reveal somebody with a chest burster or not. And I think
so. They're already dead on the table. So
both of them will be dead eventually, because that one will go and kill the other one.
Or they're both dead, and it's 2 chest bursters, and they see each other.
And
they fall in love. So it's 2 out of 10.
So the xenomorphs fall in love. They both grow up, and then they become.
Ah, how sweet!
So everyone's a winner.
Everyone.
And it will be called Love is Love is
Love is
blah.
And how do you spell that?
It's how it sounds.
No, it's just love. Love is blind. You know how it's like Love is Blind Australia, Love is Blind UK. It's just Love is Blind LV 426. There you go. And in one of the pods, there's one of those giant white aliens that are like 10 feet tall.
Yeah. Oh, those engineers.
You might end up having to marry an engineer.
Fantastic. You had another idea. What was your other one?
Well, I thought.
Oh no, we were talking about Acid House, right? Big Brother Acid.
Yeah, Big Brother Acid House. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and every so often they'll do an interview to camera. You know how they do the interview to camera in the
the Big Brother room, the diary room,
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it will be like, I really think Ellen has got the chest burster inside her today because she's just been acting like a real bitch, and then just
dear 44 in the Acid House.
All of the housemates are dead.
Ellen has her flamethrower.
It's a flamethrower challenge. Yeah, they can open it. That could be when they realize it's Alien Acid House, because before it's been like, challenge number 1: throw some hoops onto a stand. Challenge number 2: how much do you know about your fellow housemates? Challenge number 3: one of you has a chest burster inside you. This will obviously be the final challenge of the show. Yeah,
and I like to imagine that at the end, when the person wins the Acid House.
Yeah.
They get to walk up the steps and then it opens the door.
Just shaking with fear.
Just shaking with fear. But then, instead of an audience, it's just a ton of alien eggs. And
fantastic. But Davina McCall is still there.
Yeah, David McCall is like, here's your final challenge. And then all the pods open up and then it cuts to black. Yeah.
Perfect.
You got any other
I
reality TV
thought-
shows?
Well, I wasn't going to go reality TV. I was going to go musical. Because I thought as many science fiction series, they end up trying to toe the line between making it continue with the level of seriousness that it happens to be, or do they make jokes about themselves? I'm thinking Terminator 3 as a prime example.
We did mention alien musicals.
You know, that sort of thing.
we did mention alien musicals last week, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah, very, very briefly.
Oh, yeah, the bit from Spaceballs. Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm thinking, why not go full out? Because I was looking up musical numbers, and so many of them, the title at least would apply to an alien film.
Right.
Because you've got Annie, Get Your Gun. Just change it to Ellen.
Yeah.
You could have the Alien Queen singing Circle of Life.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got Defying Gravity at the end of Alien, where it's just spinning off into the sun.
Yeah.
You could have...
This is the greatest show, but it's like the greatest alien, but it's like the biggest alien. This is the greatest alien!
This is the greatest egg! It just opens up.
Yeah, that's even better, yeah.
Or the android of the opera is here. It's just Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
If he can sing.
Do you have these written down, or are these just coming off your noggin?
A mixture of both.
Mixture of both? What else have you got?
I don't want to pull back the curtain.
No.
You could have... What else?
I'm going to type in musical numbers.
Ripley call... Yeah. Ripley calls the alien a right?
Yeah.
So instead of if I were a rich man, it could be the xenomorph saying, if I were a man... There we go. Now we're cooking.
There you go. Now we're cooking.
Somewhere over Nostromo.
Somewhere in space.
My guts are eviscerated. John Hurt lies on the floor.
You know what it could be?
You're the egg that I want. You are the egg that I want.
Ooh. Yeah. So...
Oh, keep talking. Whoa, keep.
What about the opening number? You know, have we got an opening number? It could be, the pod opens up, and I guess Ellen has just woken up, and it's memory. What have I been sleeping through? I'm on the Nostromus. Yeah.
LV426 is here.
What about West Side Story?
Chestburster Dropout. There's loads from Greece that you could use.
There's loads from
Android, keen as can be.
What's the name of the
milk on the floor? What God?
Sorry. What's the name of the each spaceship has a name, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, Prometheus is one that's called Prometheus,
Nostromo
right?
Lightning. Yeah.
Is it just Alien, or is it like all aliens?
I think all the films have a different ship.
Like in this musical,
what it is, isn't it?
Are we mashing all the aliens into one musical, or is it just Alien 1?
I suppose if we have Nostromo Lightning or Greased Nostromo, whichever one works best.
Yeah, I guess it would be the first
Lightning.
one, right?
This alien is automatic. It's systematic. Acid's hydrochloric.
It's animatronic.
It's animatronic.
It's Alien Lightning. And then they bring out
that we're the best. Aliens bursting from my chest. Growing up with big long legs. You know she's laying lots of eggs. Alien Lightning.
And then like the clapping bit is just like the little teeth chattering.
Yeah. And as the eggs are starting to open, go.
I think that's it. That's What about the closing number? What would the closing number be?
Oh, I don't know. Look at me, I'm xenomorph. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sandra D.
What's that
alien mouth far from me.
What's do you know any from? Do you know any Les Mis numbers? Does Les Mis have any good ones? Or like West Side Story has the
Isn't
one
there
that's
the
like,
bit where like,
I want to live in America. It was like I really want to be on the Nostromo.
I want to live on LV426.
That doesn't quite roll off the
I
tongue,
want to
does
be
it?
an engineer.
I really want to fight an alien. I really want to fight an alien.
What
Everyone's got
Les
their
Mis
guns.
numbers are there? There's the bit where she gets her head shaved off.
Yeah.
So you could have that with Ripley because she shaves her head in between the movies.
In Alien 3, yeah.
Yeah.
One More Day is the most popular one.
Is
Or
it?
Bring Him Home.
Oh, you've got a dream to dream, so that could be coming out the pods, couldn't it?
Yeah. I dreamed a dream.
Of aliens gone by.
What about the Circle of Life from The Lion King?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, that's the perfect. Yeah, because the whole chest burster alien growing up. Yeah, I forget the lyrics from Circle of Life, to be honest.
I'm just thinking about the alien
Yeah,
from the movie Alien singing
mm-hmm.
"Master of the House" in the voice of Sacha Baron Cohen.
From which musical is that?
From Les
Sweeney
Mis.
Todd or Les Mis? Because he was in Sweeney Todd as well, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, I don't really know Sweeney Todd as well.
Yeah, neither do I. You know the Circle of Life,
Yeah.
the beginning where it goes
Yeah. That could be
That
someone.
could also be the opening number.
Yeah.
You know, as the alien egg rises from the horizon.
You got the alien queen lifting
Yeah.
up,
But instead
lifting
of
up a tiny chest burster.
Yeah, instead of those lyrics, it's just the xenomorph going. Yeah. Perfect.
Perfect. I think we've got our musical. I think
yeah.
we've got our musical and our late night TV show. Disney, I've seen what you've done with Star Wars. You will just rip and tear at a franchise until you've got everything out of it that you can. So, if you want these ideas, just come to us. We're cheap.
Yeah, just you've got our email, so just shoot us a line, and we can't wait to work with you. 20th Century Studios. We've done our homework.
Yeah.
You know the fox is dead. How are we going to wrap this one up? Are we going to be if I can make an alien musical song, I'll put it in. If not, then
me not being at all knowledgeable of making music.
Yeah.
I'm just really tempted to just say to you, just make a song. Just go and make a song. 5 minutes. Just go and make a song.
Yeah. I'll make a song, but it won't be very good. Anyway, here's the song.
This alien is automatic. It's systematic.
It's animatronic.
Acid's hydrochloric.
It's alien lightning.
You know that we're the best. Aliens bursting from that chest. Growing up with big long legs. You know she's laying lots of eggs. Alien lightning. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. You're the egg that I want. You are the egg that I want.
Chatting Pitch has been brought to you by Leslie Way and Matthew D. Smith. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to listen to others and maybe even subscribe. You can follow us on the website, formerly known as Twitter.
Listen to us on Spotify or wherever else you listen to podcasts. Leslie and Matthew have their own side hustles as well. Feel free to check out Leslie's YouTube channel or Matthew's Medium blog. Links in the description. If you want anything else, we might have other links in the description if we think of anything interesting to add. Thank you for listening. I love you.